Welcome. This video is about a self-defense clip that was discussed in different groups. It is a typical example for many self-defense videos which cause discussions about if techniques work or not. I'd like to pick up this video for clarifying some general aspects which also are valid for many other videos of the same kind. We will make things work under realistic conditions and have a look at the details which are necessary, so keep watching. At first, some words to the clip. I just see some technical practice here. That has nothing to do with any self-defense yet. I would not say it's bad. Practice is necessary for learning techniques, but it just has the wrong title. Self-defense is about defending against an attacker, but we don't have any attacker here. Of course, an attacker does not just hold an arm doing nothing else waiting for you to finish him off. He will attack continuous and with intention. He will resist against your defense. All these things the attacker could go for if you try to copy this practice one-to-one into scenario already have been said multiple times. I don't have to show. Let's see how it should be done. Don't copy things, adapt them. Let's take the following situation. The attacker fixes the arm and comes in for punching to the head. So now we have an attacker and an attack. Let's look at the details step by step. In my first movement, I do several things at once. I have to block the punch. At the same time, I move out my body diagonally with a small step, lowering my center. This already can disturb the structure of the attacker a bit, but it is just a short impulse. It is not meant as a scramble or something like that. We just minimally push and twist the attacker's structure. At the same time, I rotate my right hand on the outside around over the attacker's hand, just like in the clip we watched. The second movement has to be well timed. During practice you can take your time, but in reality the time window is very small. Immediately after his punch, when attacker retracts his fist, I go straight in with a shock strike. The small step before set my legs into position and intention for pushing forward explosively. A shock strike can be a claw fist to the eyes, palm strike to the nose, or hitting the throat. Anybody will have some idea here. The same moment has to be exploited for getting into the arm lock. I close the space and move around the attacker while controlling him. Getting here, I could finish in different ways. I could finally fix him on the floor or knock him out by some hard strikes with arms and legs, depending on the situation. The shock strike is very important here. I want to disturb the rhythm of the attacker in the right moment and disperse his focus. When I concentrate on his hand, he will be in attention to react, and he can easily escape my technique by simply pulling his elbow to his body. He will just go and turn with my movement and keeping on punching me. The arm lock itself makes sense because the attacker already gives me the contact by grabbing my arm. Of course, I can also work different from that position if I fail the arm lock. That should not be any problem. I personally recommend to include all important elements into practice exercises as soon as possible. Attack and block, correct positioning, shock strike, and so on. Get used to it and close your gaps, so your transfer to scenario will be much easier. Another hint to scenario training: when repeating the same situation again and again, it may happen that you condition each other. For example, the attacker reacts on your shock strike too early because he already knows. We finally did it in a way the attacker does not know before if I either defend and strike back or just cover myself eating the punches. Scenario training can be used in different ways. This kind of scenario with an attack that is known before is for practicing the application of certain technique. In another kind of scenario, attacker may attack spontaneously as he likes, so you can practice your reaction to the unknown. Everything has its purpose, from slow practice to aggressive scenario. Many misunderstandings would not happen if people would be more sensitive about what they call self-defense. But on the other hand, people also maybe should not declare any practice they see as bullshit just because they don't know how to work with. I hope you could profit by this video. Goodbye mates, see you soon.